Game that way was pretty special.
Was the glare a factor on the sharp goal at all? Or?
The sharp? Oh, possibly. I mean, for Holtby especially.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of shadows out there that sort of throws the goaltenders off, and that definitely could have played a factor.
Was Alex Rosenman, I mean, could you tell he was in his zone at some point? Was he playing, I guess, better than even for his standards?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we talked about, Barry talked about focus and preparation, and he was definitely focused. You could tell, and in his zone, and when he is, he's very effective and a dangerous player. So I noticed it before the game, and look at the game he has. So.
What did you notice about him before the game that kind of?
Just his focus. I mean, sometimes we can be light-mooded, and he was very stern and ready to play, like all of us. But for himself, he knew he was going to have a good game. Especially, he does really well in front of events like this. So.
Mike, I know it's just one game essentially, but do you think you guys can build some confidence out of beating Chicago and kind of rising to the occasion on a day like this?
Yeah, they're an amazing hockey team. I mean, they really are. They're the cream of the crop right now. And it was important that we get our 2 points at the end of the day. We got to make sure we put ourselves in a position where we're in playoffs and we can give ourselves a chance to compete against teams like this in the playoffs. So we take pride in that in today's win, and we'll use that momentum going forward.
In addition to getting the 2 points, you guys talked a lot about how you want to play well at home. This was an amazing home crowd.
Yeah, right?
How important was that?
Well, we haven't been as good as we wanted to be at home over the course of 40 games, but it was important tonight that we played well in front of our fans, and I don't know exactly the numbers. 42,000 people. So yeah, there was a little bit of pressure, but we have to learn how to play well in front of our home crowd and make it tough for teams to come into our building and play in front of our fans and against us.
What was it like just hearing the crowd out there and just being in that atmosphere? Yeah,
it was a lot louder this time. I don't know if it's because of the sort of circle of the building, the facility, as compared to maybe it's a little bit oval, and they're further back. I felt like the crowd was still on top of us, which was, I didn't think we would get that feeling, but it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Take a look at everything that yesterday, how Brooks Orpik was here today. Yeah. What did he show you today, just in being able to play in a lot of the minutes he did?
Just resilience. I mean, he didn't. I talked to him this morning, and he didn't know if he'd be able to play. And it came down to getting on the ice, and I don't think he was ready to play, but he did, and that just shows his character.
Take a look at everything that comes along with the Classic, the 24/7. You've been through it once before. Does going through it once before help you to prepare and be ready for an event like this?
Maybe, yeah. I think for maybe the younger guys that haven't been through it, or guys that haven't played in this game, there's a lot of distractions and hype around the game, and being through it definitely helped myself. I'm sure it helped other guys that have been through it too, but like I said earlier, you can never really prepare for it. So.
You also mentioned the home crowd behind you. You realize that you guys are the first home team in the Classic to win the regulation.
Is it the first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked that question the other day. I wonder how many home teams have won, because the past years it always seems like the road team wins. So that's good. That's good. We take pride in that.
Conditions maybe.